Live from WSLS, this is 10 News at 6, working for you.
Whether you wear a badge or not, to have loss of life, especially needlessly, it was very impactful.
Now at 6, a dangerous job.
You just, as a police officer, never know what you're going to be responding to.
The message shared in the wake of the Bridgewater College shooting.
Damp and dreary today with falling temperatures. We'll let you know just how cold we're going to be this weekend and when we see more blue skies coming up.
Plus, the key to life post-pandemic, the crucial questions surrounding COVID-19 immunity.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Brittany McGraw.
And I'm John Carlin. It's been a tough week for law enforcement.
The deaths of 2 Bridgewater College officers have been felt not only across Virginia, but nationwide.
And as 10 News reporter Duke Carter explains, it's a somber reminder of the daily dangers facing those who work in public safety.
To have loss of life, especially needlessly, it was very impactful.
Rick Morrison spent 30 years in law enforcement and trains departments across the country. He says losing an officer is never easy because of the dangers law enforcement officers must deal with. Morrison says law enforcement responds to an event with little information.
Law enforcement doesn't have the luxury of running in with guns blazing, right? That would not be a positive encounter. You're more reactionary compared to being more proactive. And that's just the nature of law enforcement.
Dr. Todd Burke, a retired professor and a member of law enforcement, agrees the job of law enforcement is difficult.
There is no such thing as a routine call.
And that's true on Tuesday when Bridgewater officer John Painter and campus safety officer J.J. Jefferson, who were best friends, were responding to a call for a suspicious man on Bridgewater's college campus when they were shot and killed.
And to hear those 2 officers, succumb to that, it's never easy.
Which is why Morrison encouraged the public to get involved with law enforcement to see the dangers they face.
How can I better involve myself in some of the decision makings maybe of our department to get more experience with our local law enforcement?
To help prevent unnecessary tragedies like what happened in Bridgewater in the future. Duke Carter, 10 News, working for you.
This afternoon, it was announced that a joint funeral service for John Painter and J.J. Jefferson will be held next week. It is scheduled for 11 Wednesday morning at James Madison University's Atlantic Union Bank Center. Bridgewater College is also establishing a Memorial Student Support Fund in their honor. School leaders are still working to finalize how it will be used.
Today marks 3 years since a Virginia state trooper from our area was killed in the line of duty. Radford University graduate Lucas Dowell died in a shootout while helping with a drug-related warrant in Cumberland County. His last patrol area covered central Virginia. A bridge in Amherst County was dedicated in his honor in 2019.
The investigation into a deadly plane crash continues in Pittsylvania County. Today, the NTSB was back at the scene working to remove the debris in the woods off of Cardwell Lane. But they may be there in that area for a few days because of the muddy conditions. As we've reported, the pilot died after the small plane went down on Tuesday shortly after leaving the Danville airport.
Turning now to our forecast, where the rain has moved out, but now we are dealing with gusty conditions and colder temperatures. Not a duo that we're big fans of.
Chief Meteorologist Jeff Hanowich is here for just a moment. It was kind of nice outside today.
Yeah, you walked outside this morning, you were thinking, it's a beautiful June morning.
Not bad, right?
Well, temperatures didn't go up today. They went down. And it looks like we're going to have colder air moving in as we head tonight into the weekend. The radar showing that most of us are dry now. Here at 6:03, the only remaining showers are across South Side into parts of Pennsylvania and Halifax counties. Maybe a sprinkle towards Carroll County, but most of these showers are into our southeasternmost areas. And this evening, we're going to see any showers ending, but the clouds are going to be a little slower to exit. I think this evening we're mostly cloudy with skies clearing more as we head beyond midnight. Temperatures will fall into the middle 30s by around 10. Your weekend planner showing temperatures on Saturday in the upper 30s. We're in the lower 40s on Sunday. We're dry and we're chilly on Saturday. We're mostly sunny as we head into the day on Sunday. So it's going to be bright this weekend, but don't be fooled by the sun because it is going to be a weekend where temperatures are going to stay below normal. We're going to be breezy through Saturday. So the winds are going to be somewhat strong tonight into tomorrow. It's tomorrow night when those winds die down. A bit warmer next week with a few precipitation chances to track. We'll talk about when you may need the umbrella again coming up in just a little while. Brittany?
Two property owners, a resident and a business, will have to appear before a judge in Lexington for failing to clear snow off their sidewalks. It's been a week since the city told citizens that they could face a hefty fine or even jail time if they didn't take action after last month's snowstorm. They say their goal was to inform people about the city's code to ensure safety and to prepare for the next round of winter weather.
Understood it was a hardship for some folks. Again, weighing the safety impacts of improving the conditions on the sidewalk as opposed to individuals who would be upset. To me, it was a decision that had to be made in favor of safety.
Officers and firefighters also volunteered to help clear sidewalks for the elderly, handicapped, and homes that were vacant.
The cost of childcare is one of the biggest expenses that families face in Virginia, and according to a new report, Virginia's is the 10th highest in the country when it comes to cost. The average price for a 4-year-old child, about $11,000 a year. The median income for families in Roanoke County is just over $38,000, which means some parents are having to make tough decisions.
I only get to work 25 hours a week because I can only work when they're in school. So, and less than that if they have early dismissal or days where they're out or whatever.
Now, there is a child care subsidy program that's been expanded through May to include families with higher incomes. Breaking tonight, a judge ruled that school boards can go against Governor Glenn Youngkin's executive mask order for the classroom. The order said that parents can choose if their student wears a mask to class and opt out if they want to. 7 schools sued to keep masking in place, and today a court in Arlington ruled that local school boards and not the governor have responsibility and authority for supervision of schools.
The CDC is now recognizing natural immunity in those who recover from COVID-19, but with so many different scenarios, there are still a lot of questions. 10 News reporter Lindsay Kennett spoke to local health experts about the latest research.
2 years into a pandemic with no clear end in sight, health experts admit there's still a lot they don't know about COVID-19.
We learned that there was a lot we didn't know about vaccines and immunity through COVID.
Carilion Clinic's Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Patrice Weiss, and System Pharmacy Director, Dr. Chad Alvarez, say the research on immunity is ongoing. What they do know, vaccines and boosters work.
It's the best thing that you can do for you. It's the best thing you can do for your community. It's the best thing you can do for your friends, your family, your coworkers, your neighbors.
You might be wondering, how does immunity from the vaccine compare to natural immunity? Roanoke City Allegheny Health District Director Dr. Cynthia Morrow says they both will protect you, but the vaccine is the safer option.
Natural immunity is great. It is part of the herd immunity that we're trying to reach, but it comes at a tremendous cost.
As for how long immunity lasts and how often we'll need to get vaccinated against COVID-19,
we really don't know, and I know that that's frustrating.
Scientists do know immunity wanes over time. Those who've gotten vaccinated either before or after catching COVID-19 have extra levels of immunity.
They're sort of the uber protected because it's basically like they got a big booster shot.
If you're holding off to see what research might show in the future, experts say don't wait to roll up your sleeve. Vaccines are proven to reduce your risk of dying or ending up in the hospital.
You have to make decisions based on the information that you have, not the information that will be.
Lindsay Kennett, 10 News, working for you.
Coming up, many of us are seeing red, the life-saving message behind this colorful campaign.
Plus, a special salute ahead of a big birthday. How people all across the country are helping a local veteran celebrate. Today is more than just a fun excuse to wear red.
Yeah, we're actually supporting the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women campaign.
The initiative is meant to raise awareness for heart disease, which is the #1 killer of women in America, and it can happen to anyone at any age.
It's just so important that every person takes the steps to protect their heart health. And we would love to see as many people out wearing red today in support of this mission.
Smoking, diabetes, stress, and a sedentary lifestyle are factors that can increase your risk.
You are looking at a live picture from our Virginia Tech Skycam overlooking Blacksburg. Sky's starting to clear a little bit right now in parts of the New River Valley. Certainly nice to see after what was a pretty damp and dreary day. We'll let you know when everybody sees more sunshine and just how long it's going to stay cold outside coming up.
What started out as a social media post grew into a nationwide birthday celebration for a World War II veteran who's turning 103 tomorrow.
10 News reporter Brittany Weir shows us how you can help mark the occasion in tonight's Feel Good story.
What have we got here?
103, an age not many of us expect to see.
Growing older is mandatory.
To celebrate, Orland's daughter posted on social media asking the community to send him birthday cards.
Well, we've done it a couple of years before and had pretty good response, but this year we decided 103 would really be a good idea to get 103 cards.
That social media post was shared over 500 times, and those 103 cards quickly grew to over 1,000.
I don't know what to think about it. I'll let me cards. I've been working on it, reading. I've been reading every one of them. That don't look like a front to me.
The Army veteran served as a machinist in World War II on the Pacific Front, so a lot of his birthday cards say,
"Wishing you all the best and thank you for your service."
After this has happened, anytime we see anybody that's older, we'll definitely send them a card. We've seen requests before, and this means so much that we'll definitely do that in the future.
Orland now has homemade cards from local second graders.
Well, it's a good pastime. I'm glad to see them.
He receives a stack of cards each day and pays attention to where they all come from. So far, he has cards from 45 different states.
Brookfield, Wisconsin. Yeah, thank you.
His family has a book writing down who sent the cards and from where. His message to everyone sending cards?
Oh, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
How awesome. Hope he has
Yeah.
the best day ever
And
tomorrow.
he's really, I mean, he's just into it, too.
Yeah.
So.
If you want to send Orland a birthday card, we have posted the address on WSLS.com.
Yeah, and I hope people do that because obviously they're keeping a list, of, you know,
Yeah.
so it matters to him. So let's
And
do
again,
it.
right, from all of us, big happy birthday
Happy
tomorrow.
birthday, yeah.
Your local weather authority, always watching and tracking for you from the JES Weather Center.
Happy birthday. Here's a look at our satellite and radar composite, and you'll notice that the rain from earlier is for the most part gone, okay? The clouds are certainly hanging on much more than the rain showers are, and the clouds are going to scour out for us here as we head into the latter part of tonight. So by the time tomorrow rolls around, we're all going to see more sunshine. But this was a doozy of a storm system. I mean, we are talking about this storm system extending from near Europe all the way down to the Gulf Coast. We are still dealing with some wintry weather in portions of Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, still seeing some ice in places like Boston, Hartford, and Providence. Again, for us, it was mainly just rain showers, and those rain showers have, for the most part, exited stage right. Future trackers showing that overnight tonight, we're looking at those clouds decreasing. It's not going to happen at the snap of a finger, but it is going to be a gradual process. Even tomorrow morning, we could still have a little bit of leftover cloud cover in the mountains, while farther to the east, I think you're mainly sunny pretty much from sunup until sundown. The trend will be for even if you awaken a cloud cover tomorrow in the mountains, for you to see more sunshine by the afternoon. Saturday night, we are fair. Sunday, we're going to be mainly sunny as well. So overall, the weekend looks very, very quiet for us. Just don't be fooled by the sun because it's going to be quite chilly outside. Right now, it's a tale of where you live. 36 in Blacksburg. Obviously, you've been pretty cold in Blacksburg here for the last couple of hours or so. Temperatures have fallen from the 60s now to near 50 in Danville, 48 in South Boston. So as we kind of look into our crystal ball and look beyond Valentine's Day, it looks like we're going to have warmer than average temperatures as we head, say, from mid to late February, with precipitation chances equal, either dry or wet. And I think it's going to be near normal as we look at the precipitation chances, really from Valentine's Day to the end of the month. But until Valentine's Day, I think temperatures are going to be a little bit cooler than average, at least for about maybe 2/3 of the days. So it's really beyond the middle part of February when we're really going to start to see the mercury starting to go up for perhaps even an extended period of time. Peak wind gusts here over the last about 10 to 15 minutes, 26-mile-per-hour wind gust in Roanoke, 23-mile-per-hour wind gust in Wytheville. So it has certainly been breezy outside this afternoon. It's going to stay breezy tonight into the day tomorrow. By late tomorrow into tomorrow night, those winds will weaken. But especially tomorrow morning, we could have some gusts over 20 to 25 miles per hour. For tonight, skies clear out as we turn colder. Again, for the next maybe 2 hours or so, you may have a couple of showers towards south side. Overnight lows tonight, 16 to 28. Your 3-day zone-by-zone forecast showing highs tomorrow in the NRV around freezing, but you will climb to 40 to 44 Sunday and Monday. Highlands, I think you're dry Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. South side, you have among the better chances for some rain as we head into Monday afternoon. Saturday, Sunday, you're dry. Chance for rain goes up after lunchtime on Monday. For Lynchburg, maybe a stray shower Monday, but perhaps a better chance for a few rain showers as you head into next Friday. And for the Roanoke Valley, you are looking at temperatures in the upper 30s Saturday, 40s Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 50s on Wednesday, falling into the 40s again Thursday and Friday of next week. Appy.
All right, Jeff, the Cavs preparing for a visit from the Canes in ACC hoopla, and the trophy tour rolls on with stops through Daleville and Roanoke County. All that and more is coming. Sports is next.
And now, the Freedom First Sports Desk with John Appicello.
Teams that have shot the three ball and spread us and used ball screens, that's been hard for us. It's hard for any team, and I think especially with their 4th, 6th-year players, their experience, their talent. That's why they're at the top of our league. You know, you saw them, what they went into Duke, and they're doing it. And
Indeed, they did. The ACC action heating up for the Cavaliers with a visit from Miami tomorrow. Canes currently deadlocked for second place at 8-3 in the conference, a half game behind Duke for the ACC lead. UVA at 7-5, coming off that win over Boston College this week. Trophy Tour 2022 with 2 more stops today to a pair of Class 3 powers that collided in the playoffs. At Lord Botetourt, the Cavs' dynamic duo of quarterback Jakari Nicely and flanker KJ Bratton combined for 6 touchdowns and 500 yards of total offense in a Week 10 win over previous Blue Ridge unbeaten Franklin County. The two helped turn Botetourt's season around in time to win a district title and reach the region final. In Daleville today, a double dip of hardware to hand out. Bratton is headed to UVA, while Nicely is an underclassman. He returns for Coach Jamie Harless's Cavaliers.
I always knew KJ was a great athlete, so him along with me, it just felt like, oh, we can do this. It's easy. The other team doesn't know what you're going to stop.
It really worked well together. It was a really good duo, you know, like he could feed off me, I could feed off him. They didn't know who was getting the ball, so it really helped us out offensively.
And let's pause a moment for a Brooke Leonard moment, shall we? This is what makes 10 Sports special right there. Way to go, Brooke. At Hidden Valley High School, quarterback Sam Dragovich led a high-octane Titans attack that took the team into the Class 3 playoffs. In Week 4, it was especially potent, 196 yards passing, 2 scores, and a pair of rushing touchdowns to complete the Gettysburg Address. 10 Sports' Brooke Leonard was the one handing over the hardware with Coach Scott Weaver alongside. The senior leader, a huge part of the Titans' season success.
I mean, it was nice. I think a lot of people doubted us at the beginning of the season, but we just did our thing, and it worked out for us well. I mean, I'll just have fun during baseball season, just hang out, have fun, play some games, and then get ready for football.
All right, some news and notes for you. The Adam Ward Classic is back. Opening games tonight, but the games are at Glenver. Take note because of construction going on at Salem High School. Jim Harbaugh has recommitted to the University of Michigan, saying that's where he wants to be, and Western Carolina is at VMI tonight.